Welcome to Lane by Lane, a show where we argue for argument's sake. I got three intelligent dudes here with me to try and argue about some different things, all relating to competitive League of Legends. We might stray outside of those lines just a little bit.
All related?
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, maybe I walked that back a little bit.
You know, Kobe, don't correct our host, okay? Dash, you did the best you could.
Yes. Hey, Phreak. For the first time ever, Phreak is going to start in the lead. Right.
That
backhanded comment. I just sabotaged myself.
That backhanded compliment gave you points?
It means his head is in the right place, right? Because that's what this show's all about. It's about the balance of compliment
the bottom left
and
corner.
flame. Right, so let's dive straight in. Our first topic today is, aside from Cloud9 and Team Liquid, which LCS team has the highest potential to actually win Summer Split? FlyQuest says...
Look, I learned from the game show, Crumbz, you have to answer midway through the question because you can read faster than Dash can talk. The answer is FlyQuest, so I get the best answer here. FlyQuest are on a big winning streak. They just beat Team Liquid, heads up, a week or so ago. They are clearly the best team, or I should say third best team in the league right now, at least. They've got amazing players all down the line. It seems they've got most of this stuff figured out. Santorin is a top 3 jungler right now. PoE is a top 3 mid laner right now. Solo's incredible. Ignar is probably a top 3 support, while Turtle isn't quite up to his level right now, but he's won like 4 titles. Like, this team clearly has what it takes to actually win. These players are ready. They're excited.
It's wrong.
And obviously, we're able to get it.
All right,
it's wrong.
Let's hear it. Where were you?
TSM, listen. This is the best of one. It's a best of one. And yeah, in best of one, FlyQuest could definitely go far. But in a series where their champion pool is so limited,
where they made it to the finals with the exact same roster? Wow, how could they do well in playoffs?
It's a different split. It's going to be TSM. They always pop off during playoffs somehow. The team never makes sense in spring or summer. That's the whole point. But they always deliver when it comes to playoffs because they at least have the veteranship with Bjergsen and Doublelift in the team, so TSM can definitely contest.
He's calling on Bjergsen and Doublelift.
I'm yawning over here, Dash. These explanations are just so boring. Phreak's like, they're a good team, you know. They're the next in the standings, so they're gonna get there, you know. That makes a lot of sense. How about James? How about we get some excitement in here? They took the easy answers. They went from the top of the standings. I'm gonna dig a little deeper. I'm finding the evil geniuses. You know why? Because they have an extra world champion in addition to Bang. Now they've got Huni. They played together. They have innate synergy.
He didn't win,
Kobe.
Take a little bit. He didn't win. You lose points. You got that wrong.
They play together on stream, not at Worlds. They have innate synergy. Did you ever watch Bang stream when they played together, Phreak?
Great.
I like it. It was aspirational thinking. Evil Geniuses is going to have multiple world champions on their roster when they win later this year. Moving on to topic number 2. What is one older iteration of a champion? This could either be pre-rework or pre-significant nerf or change that would immediately make the biggest impact on the pro scene. So throughout the 10 years of League of Legends, which champion would you reinsert into the game?
Oh, Rise.
There it is.
Right. I mean, there's like 3. Exactly.
I hate you and your Rise answers.
Every single version of Rise has been like completely crushing pro play. There was the full machine gun Rise where the passive was every spell does it. Right. There was the less AoE version of Rise. I mean, what version of Rise wouldn't be in pro play is the real question here. Maybe like the very first one.
Twisted Fate original version with the AoE stun gold card. There's no way that doesn't have the biggest impact. AoE stun gold card Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate is already 100% pick ban rate right now, and if you added back in the AoE stun, that would be easily the biggest
so that would have no impact.
You've never
if
seen
banned every game,
never
Kobe.
see either of those. It'd be both permaban, and one that wouldn't be permaban, and anybody could play Old Scion. Point and click stun, AP shield, perfect for roaming. It's the Doing B style all over again. Think about it. Scion, stun pop, Old Scion all the way.
The stun came out of his eyes, not out of his hands.
Oh, my bad.
But extra points there, Kobe, for knowing how the champion actually worked. That was a fun one. Let's move ourselves right along, though. Which team is going to be the 8th and final seed to make the LCS playoffs? Remember, 8 teams make playoffs in summer now.
Dignitas.
Oh, I do.
Dignitas. Yes, Yeah, it's Dignitas. It's so obvious Dignitas. But you actually have seen them win a few games recently the last couple of weeks. I think it's CLG falling out. It's Heart of Thieves staying in around 7th. Dignitas make the cut. They're just 1 game behind. They can do it in 4. Yes, they can. Absolutely. I believe in Dig because they've got the player skill to get there. They've had a rough start, man. They've had to go through a lot of whole roster swaps and whatnot. Ultimately, we're saying, hey, who's the 8th best team? It's Dignitas. I don't have the brightest things to say because they're the 8th best team, but they're the 8th best team. They're going to make it.
So CLG and Immortals drop out.
Not the 8th best team. Right now, actually, Phreak, they're the 9th best team. That's why CLG is going to be able to do it because they are the 8th best team. You forgot about Poe Belter. Poe Belter is going to put in work to beat the entire team of Dignitas, okay? There's no way that CLG let them pass them at this point.
Poe Belter, the one-man army. Yeah. How good is Poe Belter individually? Normally, we do like mid-lane tier rankings. On the team rankings, is Poe Belter just 8th? Just instead of CLG, we just put Poe Belter. Yeah.
Might as well.
I'll take Phoenix at 7th, and sorry, that's just how that works.
There you go. Crumbz, what were you thinking? Which team is going to be 8th?
I was thinking both of these guys, but now I have to entertain a really tall story, so I'm going to double down with it. Immortals is the 8th place team. Do I believe it? Hear my story before you decide. CLG.
Wait, so we don't even know if he believes it at the end. All right.
Of course he doesn't believe it.
CLG definitely on a nosedive in the terms of the standings, and then Dignitas, yeah, they look good, but inconsistent. You don't know who's starting in the top lane. They could just get all those champions banned. And I guarantee you, they're going to put Afro on Tom Kench a few more games. That experiment's not done. They're going to give Dardoch some Karthus, take some L's here and there, and before you know it, like, oh god, playoffs are here. We thought we were completely out. We didn't know it was a 6-team playoff bracket. Good chance they didn't know that as well. It happened last split, so don't count it. Don't cut it out.
All right, cool. So I'm going to give you about 500 points. Then I'm also going to take away 500 points because you said nothing about the team that you said would finish 8th. You only talked about their team.
Well done.
So I just want to point that out. But I wanted to recognize the work that you put in by first giving you the points.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, what is one
Can I get points back then, James, if I edit my Huni thing to just be world finalist and not champion?
Yeah. Hey,
can I edit it?
Wait,
okay, good.
Yes, for caring
Fix that
about
one
the
in post.
facts, Kobe, and for admitting mistakes.
I'm offended that I haven't just outright said a wrong thing in the show, and I'm somehow tied for first with Kobe.
Yeah, I don't know how
I didn't know the right answers on time. I complimented you at the very beginning of the show, and you're just giving Kobe points he doesn't deserve.
I'm offended that he can say that's a compliment. That's not a compliment.
It's not a good look for you. All right, we got more questions for you to make up all the differences here. What is one change that could be implemented to better promote amateur North American?
I got it. Okay.
All right, Crumbz.
Easy. All right, you have tournaments you just have more tournaments, but specifically tournaments that are ran from the streamers that are doing all the viewing and anything. You have them with a sponsor put forth a prize pool combined of, hey, like a TCS kind of thing, but you have a few more. And so you have exposure, you've got viewership, you've got good talent that wants to participate because they get to be involved with these streamers. So I think that you basically have multiple TCSs from all the top streamers.
Okay.
What you need are not just them playing against other amateurs and other streamers. We need the overlap. We need the amateur scene crossover with Academy tournament, and we need the Academy tournament crossover with LCS tournament. That's how we get them better. That's how we get them leveling up to the next stage. Yes, you need viewership. Yes, you're going to need sponsors. That's going to come along with the hype of, is this Academy team going to lose to an amateur team? Is this LCS team deserve to be here?
All right, Kobe wants that interplay again, Phreak, between the different leagues and the different echelons of players. What about you, though? What is your thinking for putting a spotlight on?
All right. Well, I have an idea. If I believe it, listen and find out. So it's a simple rules change in the LCS. Right now, the way it works is you can play 3 non-resident players in a week, only 2 of which can be in any game at a time. You drop that down to 2 and 1 and 1. You have less imported players overall, and that means more spots open up to the native North American talent, right? Insanity might have gotten a shot in the LCS earlier. Pobelter and DeMonte would have been on starting rosters from the beginning of the year with this going on. It's an easy way to get more people involved. Yeah, we're still going to have 6 Danish mid laners, but that means you got, 10 native supports, and that would work.
Whoa, hang on. Hey, what? 10 natives? There is NA talent. I think we have dispelled that myth. But how much of it is
Academy
there?
and LCS,
How much
there will be
of it
10 native supports. Corin, Ignar, and all those guys should stay. And
hey,
then
look,
you got
to add new people. Where are the new people coming out? Where are these new supports?
The question was just how you
gotta
promote
play.
NA
Chimes didn't
talent.
play.
Well, I'm challenging if Phreak believes this. That's what I'm challenging.
I asked you to listen to my argument.
It doesn't sound like
it.
it doesn't sound like Phreak is promoting NA talent. In the question about how to promote NA talent, he's promoting imports. So what's going on?
Yeah, that's a Benedict Arnold move, Dash. You're gonna stand for that in your show?
Hey, look,
Yes.
I follow the logic, man. I am a man driven by logic, and I follow the logic that if you remove opportunities for teams to use more imports, they naturally have to move towards North American talent. Whether or not the talent is there is to be debated, but it is a logical system for how you promote the already existing NA talent. Now, Crumbz, once again, you're questioning me, and I don't know why, because I'm the one in control of the money. The coins, the whatever you want to call it, the currency by which we play and dictate a winner, I am in control of.
Dear Dash, I apologize. I apologize for my use of currency and speaking towards the king of the...
I've got things to do, Crumbz. 4 questions in. Kobe's in the lead, 2,200 points up. Phreak just behind at 2,100, and Crumbz, oh boy, it's not looking pretty, but he's got room to go.
Make it back.
After we come back from the break, we'll see who wins lane by lane. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Lane by Lane, where we've got 3 guys locked in heated battle for my affection and my arbitrary coins. Kobe is leading, 2,200 points up. Phreak just behind. Crumbz bringing up the rear. Let's dive straight back into the controversy, gentlemen. With 2 weeks left in the split and C9 stumbling lately, who is now your Honda MVP frontrunner? Oh, Crumbz wants Corey. He takes the easy one.
First of all, Mr. Dash, it is an honor to be here on the Dasher. I'd like to make a case for Corey JJ to be the runner-up for MVP. He's been hard carrying Team Liquid. The same way you'd put POB instead of CLG, you could put Corey JJ instead of Team Liquid. And hell, if they actually end up at the end of the regular season standings first, I think you could definitely see Corey JJ taking it over C9 because they're going down and they're going up.
You know who's my MVP candidate? It's Cloud9's jungler Blabber. The question is not which non-Cloud9 member is your MVP. It's who is now your Honda MVP frontrunner. My Honda MVP frontrunner is now Blabber on Cloud9. It is, at this time, still the MVP candidate. Let us not forget how much Cloud9 slapped everybody in the league the first 5 weeks. Sure, there have been some stubbles, 3 1-1 weeks, but guess what? They're going to 4-0 the end. They're destined for a head-to-head tiebreak with TL. If TL can even 4-0 themselves, by the way, we've seen them stumble as well. They lost to FlyQuest 2 weeks ago. C9 are still going to win the split. It's still going to be Blabber, standing far above all other players in his role and statistics.
Tell me something I haven't heard all year long. That could have been from week 2. That could have been from week 1. But you guys just choosing the top 2 teams. How about you go with some of the more interesting picks, make the argument of MVP, most valuable player to his team. It is Someday. Where would 100 Thieves be without Someday? They would be below Immortals. They would be dead last if they did not have Someday, okay? This guy is an MVP player because he makes the team, and they're starting to play around him too, so 100 Thieves on the upward trend now. I like the Camille look, all these more aggressive side lane plays for him.
I have to admit, Phreak is truly a gamer. He gamed the game itself and found a way to still answer Cloud9. So impressively done there, my friend. Next up,
he answered Blabber like he did every question for last episode.
That's true.
And somehow he keeps
Don't
ending
give me
up
good
with a whole
ideas.
heck of a lot of points, man. It seems to work. All right, well, in honor of the upcoming Yone and Yasuo combo, what two-champion wombo
Zyrakan.
do you believe is the best in the game? Zyrakan is Phreak's call.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I mean, it's actually obviously true. Like, listen, the data is already there. This is actually this isn't known, by the way. This is a provable answer.
How do you answer the most boring answer for every question?
What?
This is
right.
a combo that was made to be a combo.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
That's no creativity.
Combos made to work together. The answer is the champions who are made to work together. It's almost like it was on purpose or something. Wow, how dare I answer correctly, Kobe, and you're mad that I'm just faster than you. You don't actually believe what you're saying. You're just mad that I'm quicker and smarter.
All right, now Kobe,
No,
get back in
the real answer is the one that shows player creativity, okay? It's bottom lane, Anivia and Poppy. This is a classic. It was even used in pro play, in a show match.
me
You
out.
put up the wall, slam them into the wall. It's just beautiful. Plus, you have the possibility of carrying late game. You get the late game Anivia. Oh my goodness. Now that's just a match made in heaven.
All right, Crumbz, what are you thinking?
That's just not as creative as what the meta gives you right now. I love the Anivia Poppy, but there is one extra layer to it. Ornn Trundle. Both are meta champions right now, and it's the same thing. You have Ornn just charging in, Pillar pops right behind them, and suddenly you get knockups all the time. It takes skill, and your teammates won't flame you because they think you're actually tryharding with those picks.
That's what I like.
Actual answer.
I'm not worried
by the
about
way.
flame.
Jarvan Malzahar. You make the Doom Jacuzzi. The walls come up all around.
already
You got
answered
the
one,
heat
and
jet
that's not
coming
even
in.
good.
The ult comes in for the burn. You're stuck in the Doom Jacuzzi.
Excuse me, sir. You answered prematurely, but that means that is also your answer now for question number 7. So I want to see you make this one work, Phreak. What champion skin, when locked by an enemy, worries you the most? Your answer, Malzahar and Jarvan. Please explain.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, if someone's got the skin where the Voidlings are actually Jarvans and they're summoning full champions 3 at a time in mid lane, I'm freaking terrified, Dash. That lane is not 1v1. That lane is suddenly 1v4. That's an FF at 15, my dude.
I actually love that. Now I'm imagining a Malzahar Jarvan skin, and it's just spawning a bunch of little Jarvans.
Or when Jarvan throws a flag, it's a whole Malzahar. The Malzahar fucking ults you. Like, how do you win when that he just throws the E down, flag and drags
He
forward?
just does?
You're already
James, you gotta
depressed.
take away points
He
for
did.
that. They're gonna have to
swear
bleep
word.
that
I
in
heard
post.
it.
Wait,
That-
Kobe,
that's
you
more
just
work.
tattled- Are we a whole bunch of tattletales on this show? Excuse me, sir.
You know,
Excuse me, sir.
when I see an infringement, I gotta call it out, James. I'm just an honorable summoner over here. You know I'm honor level 5, right?
God, Kobe's honor 5.
Ooh.
Kobe's honor 5, and we
Is
don't
he
take
actually?
anything away from honor 5. I don't know.
I am.
just assume he is.
I am.
Wow, nice.
Possibly believe Kobe was anything other than honor 5.
He plays a lot.
I'd like
I
to
actually
give
see
him
it.
points.
He's too
I'd like
nice
to give
to
him
do.
some points for honor. For
Anyway,
calling out when needed to be called out. I want to get a little loan here.
Every time, I think people say this and they expect me to not take points away from them or something, but every time.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I have to-
Oh, no.
Look, Dash, I would
I know
like
what
to
we're
take
getting
some of
into.
Kobe's points. Is that okay? Can I just have some of Kobe's points right now?
Sure. Here,
I think
I'll
that would make
take
the game really exciting.
You know what?
Kobe's points.
I'm happy to do
go
it.
over
I'll
to
hand out
Phreak.
to Phreak because Phreak
Yeah.
always loses this show, and I won
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
time, so
Let's
I
get us
really
some
don't
handouts.
need to win.
Give us some hand me out.
You can give him
Can we
300
just
more.
give him all the-
Give him 300
Give him
more.
all to Phreak.
300 more?
You
Okay.
can take
I'm
mine.
300 more.
You can take mine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my answer for this question, James,
Yes, please,
is
please.
the Infernal Shen with the chroma that is kind of shiny and white because it's translucent and it's hard to see for me, okay? I know it's
Okay.
hard to see for other people because even people on that Shen's team are like, what? The Shen just ulted me? What is going on? And then sometimes they don't go in, but that is the most
Doesn't
game
change
for
the
me.
color of the shield.
It changes. You know how your screen changes color usually when you have Shen,
Yeah.
and you hear the big whoa. It changes that, so I think that's the big thing for me.
All right,
Okay.
Crumbz. Which
I got a good one here.
champion skin worries you the most when an enemy locks
Okay.
it in?
Prestige Edition Kiana Louis Vuitton skin. Here's why. No one plays Kiana in the first place. So if you even see a Kiana and she's wearing that skin, you better run, because this man has been playing that champion for a year and a half with no one else batting an eye at her, and she's going to be just stomping your team. You don't know what's going on. You don't remember where she dashes to and what the grass blades and water blades and all this crap is. So you're just thinking, I need to stay alive, and she's going to kill me in style. So that's the one that I'm most scared of.
You know that player's got deep pockets, right? If they've got the designer LVP. Yeah, exactly. Skin. All right, well, that's the conclusion of Lane by Lane, and by some miracle, Phreak has made it to the top of the board. Congratulations, my friend. By some uncontrollable outside force that nobody could have seen coming, Phreak blunders the victory at the last moment. Sir, your reaction?
My reaction is I have a second answer to the previous question, which is the skin I am most afraid of when locked in is the standard true damage Senna. Because I have a friend named Ted who plays Senna support, and he's so bad at it, we lose every time he plays the champion. So when I see true damage Senna on my team, I'm like, all right, it's over. We got no chance. He's not,
the question said enemy team in the question, Phreak.
And when you watch him play, you might as well be an enemy team. That man has earned them 7,000 gold by 20 minutes, then it's over. So look, you can get rid of my point. It doesn't matter. I've got the challenger border. No one else does. I'm going to be an ungrateful
He's already demoted.
He's being better at this game than the two of you. It doesn't surprise me really at all. I'm surprised also they're not muted. You know, like the peanut gallery is talking, and I just can't hear them from way up here. You know, it's like you guys are the LCS of casters, and up here being the LPL of casters. Like it's not close. Like I'm just so far above. Just send me your hate tweets. I just don't care. I mean, this is what it feels like to be the best, and it doesn't feel any different than the rest of the year. And now you sit silent for 5 seconds.
There it is. Phreak reigns supreme in our most recent episode of Lane by Lane. That's going to bring us to the end of this one, but we got plenty of Friday Night League coming your way after the break, so stay tuned.